So I'll want to enforce the rule of law. And I think of all the people who are standing for me, I don't see why that should not work. We should be able to work as a team.
Yes.
And maybe make Busia an example of a county that is being governed according to the constitution and the laws of Kenya.
So you're going up against 8 other contenders?
No, 7 others.
7 other contenders, beg your pardon. And how has it been for you? I mean, who's funding the campaign? It takes quite a lot, energy, funds, and what have you.
Yes, I have prepared. You know, this is the second time I'm giving
Yes.
a stab to this seat. I ran in 2017 against a giant called the Honorable Amos Wako. AGM, he calls himself AG Emeritus. And we had a good fight. We are friends. He beat me with a narrow margin. So I'm giving it a second try, and I'm deploying the lessons I learned in that particular fight today. But it's a costly affair.
Yes.
I've reached out to friends here and there to help me put together a small budget. Mm-hmm. I also, and I've received some support here and there.
But mostly funding yourself?
Mostly I fund myself from my businesses.
Okay.
But we have got a candidate from UDA. I think he's called Moses Oudeamo. Yes. From UDA. We have got a candidate from
the 7. You're talking about the other 7 candidates.
Yes,
right.
We've got an independent candidate called Moses Emuru.
Basically, they are strong contenders that you are up against.
I think anybody who has been cleared by the IEBC to run is a strong contender.
Okay.
So I don't underrate anybody. But I'm not being influenced by their agenda. I've got my own agenda.
Yes.
And I'm executing my game plan. I'm not responding to what others are doing. I have my own game plan, which I'm executing.
You certainly do have your own agenda, and I'm talking about what happened on the 26th of May when, you know, in the presence of the leader of Azimio that you support for the presidency, at least you are vouching for him, you said you're not for the 6-piece voting pattern that was being campaigned for, at least is being campaigned for. You'll tell us what the mood is right now on the ground about that. But let's just refresh our memory on how that played out.
Mambo ya kusema at ODM 6 piece Busia hakuna. Mchague viongozi kulingana na msimamo wa mtu. Hakuna 6 piece Busia. 6 piece baba kura yake tunampa, lakini hapa katikati tuchaguane vile tunajuana. Kuna wakora wamejificha kwa ODM na lazima tuwang'oe. Wangapi wanaunga mkono? Wapi kura ya baba? Wapi nuru ya baba? Wapi baba? Tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 mwaka huu, kura ya urais ni nani? Raila Amolo Odinga. Ni ya nani? Alafu hapo kando ya useneta mnipe mimi. Asante sana.
Okiya Omtatah, weren't you afraid you're going against the grain and what the Azimio leader is asking for? Did he have a talk with you after that?
Well, one thing I think my background would be important.
Yes.
I am a writer. I've published a number of books. And as a student of literature, I am a believer in, I'm not a believer in a single story. I'm a believer in anthologies. You even see like now, Mo Farah. You know what has come out about Mo Farah?
Right.
You are realizing Mo Farah is not a single story, it's an anthology. You see? And that's the beauty of the whole thing. So to me, I believe that when you allow, the more the merrier. The important thing is that the politics of Kenya have been crystallized into 2 main formations. One is led by the deputy president. Another one is led by the honorable the right honorable Raila Odinga, the former prime minister. And these 2 formations have got affiliate parties. there was a realization that none of them could run for this thing alone. So in all honesty and sincerity, the fact that Baba or Raila Amolo Odinga is running on an Azimio, as an Azimio candidate, not even as an ODM candidate,
Yes.
answers the question. If he was confident enough that ODM was what he needed to get to power, as his supporters are doing. In fact, a lot of these things are not from Raila, are from his supporters who think that by being identified with Raila, they have a chance of succeeding. But the truth of the matter is that some of them, like if you take Busia County as a whole, all the MPs were not subjected to nominations. They were given direct tickets, okay? So if you say that we vote that the ODM candidate should go through, then it means that whoever chose those people is not the people. They were chosen in a boardroom somewhere. So let them be subjected to an electorate to choose. And I was just enumerating the numbers. I wanted you to see the parties. We have got ODM there, we have got Jubilee, we have got many other candidates. We are 8 of us. So the question of 6 seats will not arise when out of the 8, about 6 are in Azimio. 6 or 5 are in Azimio. So to me, the question is really the contract that people have taken up. Mm-hmm. Even the independent candidate, when he campaigns, he supports the candidacy of Raila Amolo Odinga. So why should he be locked out?
Okay, but just to that question, was there any side talk or sidebar with Raila after that?
You know, some of those things you don't want to
but there was.
On national TV.
Has it worked against you? Let's talk about that. Has it worked against you, that stand that you pronounced?
No, it was not. I did not go. I did not even go. I think I helped Raila.
Okay, all right.
Because there was an issue on the ground whereby people were almost refusing to support Raila because of the behavior of the local ODM people, trying to muscle the electorate to say, if you are voting for Raila, then you must vote for so and so. Not saying that vote for Raila, but make a decision